Flags are raised. And they're off. Just 8 fences we jump now this 2 miles, with the final fence being omitted, and as they head towards the 2 fences in the back straight, fences 1 and 2 in the pocket. And Farren Glory are the 2 market leaders, are the 2 who are the first 2 to show, with spinning web on the inside as they come to fence number 1. All 3 jump that safely enough, and all jump it safely. Slight mistake by Champagne Maller towards the back, and as they head towards fence number 2 and in the pocket, sees a decent stride of that and lands fraction in front of Farren Glory as they continue the run towards the end of the back straight. Racing in third is Spinning Web with Anyway. 4 on the outside of Conyers Hill, and the grey Enjoy the Dream. They're a few lengths in front of Secrecies of Stone, who's in front of Stable Companion If I Were a Rich Man, who's on the inside of Splashing Out. And they're followed by Mac in a Million. And on the outside is Drop the Anchor in the quartered cap, one of 3 runners for JP McManus. In front of that one is Helico Conti. So as they continue the run towards the entrance of the straight, where they'll jump just one of these 2 fences, and it's in the pocket. The leader for Mark Walsh, in the pocket, Grade 1, winning Novice Hurdle at Aintree 2 seasons ago, not seen since runner-up to Facile Vega in a beginner's chase at Navan almost a year ago. Leads here by a length to Farren Glory, who races in second, winner of the Grade 1 Royal Bond Novice Hurdle at Ferryhouse just under a year ago as well. So they race about 3 to 4 lengths in front of Spinning Web, who's on the inside of the orange cap of Anyway. Next in the field then, on the inside, is Conyers Hill, who's in company with Enjoy the Dream. They're 3 to 4 lengths in front of Secrecies of Stone, with Helico Conti on the outside of that group of 4, who are completed by If I Were a Rich Man on the inside of Splashing Out. And they're followed a couple of lengths back by Champagne Maller and Helico Conti. And penultimate to back marker as they head out on the with the circuit to go is Mac in a Million, and the back marker, just getting a reminder, jumping that fence, is Drop the Anchor. So as they swing left-handed towards the fence, which is in effect now 4 from the finish, and in the pocket, jumps that well, lands a couple of lengths in front, and jumps it better than the pursuing Farren Glory. Gap of some half a dozen lengths then now to Conyers Hill, who races in third. 4 behind those is Anyway. Spinning Web is losing its pitch on the inside of the grey Enjoy the Dream. And they're followed a few lengths back, about half a dozen lengths then to find If I Were a Rich Man, who's on the inside of Stable Companion Secrecies of Stone, and then a gap back to the remainder who headed by Splashing Out, and that one's inside is Champagne Maller. So towards the first of the 2 fences in the back straight. In the pocket, on the inside of Farren Glory, the 2 market leaders setting out to dominate. Again, in the pocket was much more fluent of the 2 out of there. Clear of Conyers Hill in third, Anyway 4, and 5th behind those as they jumped that, in effect, second last fence is Enjoy the Dream. So as they reach the end of the back straight, inside the final half mile, and the 2 market leaders have turned this at the moment into a match. In the pocket, on the inside of Farren Glory, half a length between the 2, a long way clear, about 10 lengths or more clear of Conyers Hill, who's disputing third with Anyway, and behind those races Enjoy the Dream, and they're clear of If I Were a Rich Man. It's heading towards the turn into the straight, inside the final 2.5 furlongs. In the pocket, Farren Glory being ridden now in second, is in the pocket, just begins to assert now and goes on by 3 to 4 lengths. Farren Glory in second, clear of Conyers Hill, who's followed by Anyway and Enjoy the Dream at the final fence, and it's In the Pocket, who jumps at 4 to 5 lengths in front of Farren Glory as he races inside the wings of the bypass final fence. In the Pocket, stretching further and further clear and racing well inside the final furlong. It's In the Pocket, who's out clear and is going to get off the mark over fences after a year's absence. A double of Henry de Bromhead, Mark Walsh on board, and pretty much a common canter for In the Pocket, impressive winner of this beginner's chase. Farren Glory's in second, and If I Were a Rich Man came from behind to finish third, ahead of Enjoy the Dream and Conyers Hill, who were clear of Helico Conti and Splashing Out.
Yes, Mark Walsh joins me now after winning on In the Pocket. That was very impressive.
Yeah, first time I've sat in him now, he's brilliant. He gave me a great feel. He's so clever. He came from the point field. He's just leaving to it, and he's pure professional.
You were in total control all the way. Sam has tried to match you, but you didn't come out of a canter really.
No, and Sam, even the fence top of the hill, Sam tried to get close to me, tried to put me under pressure, but I was doing half speed ever.
And as you say, I know he had won a pint. This was only his second run over fences on the track. He's jumped like a handicapper.
Oh, he's brilliant. As I said to Henry there, the first 2 fences, he seen them and he charged at them. And luckily enough, he was clever enough to put in an extra stride and pop. Or some horses going that quick wouldn't be able to get their feet out in front of him. But as I say, he's a pure professional. He knows what he's doing, so I was just steering him.
And obviously trip-wise, he's versatile too. He's 1 over 2.5, but he's plenty of gears, isn't he?
He's not a slow horse, definitely. Yeah. He's not a slow horse, so there's plenty of options open for him.
And obviously, first run since November. He's off a year. He is surely going to come on for him.
Yeah, you'd like to think so anyway. Yeah, he's done it well today, but you'd be hoping for some improvement as well.
And obviously his runs over hurdles, take out the Grade 1. I thought coming here were far superior than, say, Farren Glory, who'd won a novice or a Grade 1 last season.
Yeah, I was just looking at Farren Glory's Grade 1, with no disrespect to the horse behind him. It wasn't the strongest Grade 1 Frail Bond, whereas this had found 50 and Lucy and the likes behind in Aintree, so it seemed better Grade 1 for him.
Yeah, good stuff. Hopefully he stays right. He could have a really productive season with him. Well,
yeah, all right. Thanks, Kev.
It's been a cracking day for the man who joins me. It's been a cracking weekend for the man who joins me, Henry de Bromhead. Well done. Firstly, the feature event, Heartwood. Very good performance and seasonal debut.
Yeah, delighted with him. Dara was great on him, and he did everything right. I thought his jumping was a little bit sticky at the start, but he certainly warmed up to it, and loved the way he picked up. Yeah, he looked great.
I know it was 2-7. It was 3-1 when he ran a cracker in the Grade 1 in Aintree last season, but this horse is not short of gears, is he?
No, he's pacey. He's definitely pacey. But I wouldn't like to, I don't want to discount 3 miles just on that Aintree run. I'd like to, we'll definitely have a look at it again sometime. I think we think he's still eligible for the Trinmore, so if he is, we might have a look at that.
Okay, yeah, that will open up more options for him as well. Trip-wise going forward, where do you feel him sit?
Like I say, I wouldn't like to discount 3 miles. I'd love to have a go again, and we'll see. Any 2.5 to 3. Yeah, he's a lot of class, so we'll see.
I love the way he's quicking off the bend. He's put the race to bed no matter 2 strides.
Yeah, he really picked up well. Yeah, absolutely. And Dara felt he'd improve for the run as well. He's still a young horse, so those horses that come in from France, he had done a lot. Then he had a quiet season last year. But he could keep improving, hopefully.
As you said, there's little mileage on the clock.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully.
And obviously Henry's going to improve a good bit from it as well. He looked fit to a certain extent in the paraging, but his first run obviously going to come on from it.
Yeah, we'd always hope that they'd improve, definitely. Yeah.
In your pocket, that was good.
Yeah, he was really good. I thought he was so quick at the first 2. He was right in at the boards, and yeah, he looked really good. Mark was brilliant on him, and he did it really nicely. Yeah, look, he's got a big engine, so just try and keep him right, and see where we end up.
And jumping is obviously key as well. He jumps like a handicapper. I know he'd won a pint. This is only his second run over fences, but he's a pure professional.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. He was so quick over them, and delighted with him as well.
Grade 1 obviously came over 2.5. He's not short of pace, this horse, is he?
No, definitely not. It was a 2 mile in Aintree. He won his grade 1. Yeah, but he won over 2-3 in Nace. Like I'd say, again, he's classy, So I'd say Trip isn't a hope.
Where next to him does the Trinmore come into the equation with this horse also?
Possibly. Mark said he was a bit left all the way, and so just not so sure. He's always been like that. We'll see. We'll look at our options. I can't actually think of them off the top of my head, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see.
And obviously great to get him back after missing that year. It was a cracking first run of the new season last year, nearly a year ago, runner up to Facile Vega. He had the dual Grade 1 winner, Spillans Tower, back behind him in 4th. It must have been frustrating, obviously, when he had that setback last season.
Yeah, it always is, of course. But look, it was minor and everyone was really patient. And in fairness, Jerry Kelly did a brilliant job with him. And look, hopefully our patience will pay off now, yeah.
It's as if we've been gone forever. But soon, it'll feel like we've never been away. It's showtime.